Savannah, Georgia is famous for its historic district filled with impressive old homes on cobblestone streets. On our Old Town Trolley tour, we were lucky to have a storytelling driver who brought Savannah's colorful history to life. We were equally thrilled to find that, framed by trees dripping with Spanish moss, our lodging would be in an imposing Queen Anne Victorian mansion. Let me show you around. Hardin House was built in 1891 for Judge William Deering Hardin. The house has gone through several owners and renovations over the years. Christmas decorations greeted us as we descended into the spacious entryway, which opened into a high-ceilinged living room. We made ourselves right at home in the adjoining dining room for meals and endless discussions. We had to learn to love stairs, since our sleeping quarters were scattered over 4 floors, if you count the attic. I'd love to know what the neighbors thought as we headed out for sightseeing. Meet Captain Boo Harrell, who gave us a private tour of the Port of Savannah. He was about to take us up the Savannah River to the Georgia Port Authority, letting us get up close and personal with massive container ships along the way. There's nothing like an open-air boat for unobstructed viewing. First, we caught sight of Savannah City Hall with its golden dome. Then we passed a dredger, whose job it is to keep the channel deep enough for container ship navigation. We bundled up to keep warm in the cold December air, while Captain Boo told us war stories.
Roll on. Think of a big parking garage that floats. We exported all the BMW SUVs that are built in Spartanburg, South Carolina, and any military vehicles that were going overseas. Like when the Iraqi, Iran, and Afghan war started, there were thousands of military vehicles here that got put on the ro-ro ships that could be shipped overseas.
Our captain wanted us to appreciate the Port of Savannah's ranking as the 3rd busiest container port in the nation. More than 35 container ships are processed here each week. The port contains more than 50 piers, wharves, and docks, many using cranes like these to load and offload the ships. These large silos have been used to hold a white Georgia clay called kaolin, used as an ingredient in many products. About 70% of Georgia's kaolin is used in paper manufacturing to give the finish the kind of glossy look you see in magazines. Here's a general cargo ship, probably picking up a load of kaolin. Now we're coming to the big boys. Evergreen is a Taiwanese company with more than 150 container ships. This ship, the Evermass, has a capacity of more than 15,000 TEU. TEU stands for 20-foot equivalent unit, the standard unit of capacity for containers that are 20 feet long. Here we had a fleeting chance to observe the loading of a container onto a truck. It's an increasingly automated process. Don't confuse Costco shipping with the retailer. China Ocean Shipping Company, abbreviated COSCO, has a fleet of more than 1,000 vessels. We're heading back now, and we're freezing. I checked the wind chill for that day and found that on the water it had dropped to the upper 20s and lower 30s. Someone needs a nap. Captain Boo wasn't feeling the cold at all. For him, this was normal. We waved goodbye to a nearby tug. Passing under the Talmadge Memorial Bridge tells us that we're back after a most informative tour.